Hello CNC router users. Today we will be discussing about cutting tools. Cutting tools plays an important role in CNC router machining performance. That performance also determines the productivity using the CNC router machine. So cutting tools, we will discuss on cutting tools. So what is the various things that when we consider about a CNC cutting tool? What all various things that we have to look at when we are talking about the cutting tool, especially the cutting tool that used with the CNC router machine. You know that in CNC, we want to have productivity, means cutting tools plays an important role. If you have very sharp, very fast cutting tool, it will reduce the time for machine, and also it's also improve the quality and the finish of the work or the job. So there is many effects because of having a very good cutting tools, and we have to find the right cutting tool for the right material we want to machine, and depend upon the machining operations what we want to perform and what kind of output we want to get out of CNC router machine. So accordingly we have to select the cutting tools also. So we will see what all things there with the cutting tool. When we consider a cutting tool, we have to look at first the cutting tool size, whether it's 6 mm, 2 mm, 3 mm like that, or 0.5 mm. It all depend upon what kind of operations or machining you want to do. So accordingly we have to select the size, and the size generally the diameter and the cutting tool length is the major parameters, and depend upon the different kinds of tools that are available, like end mills, ball nose, profile tools, conical bits. Categorize depend upon the different shapes of the tools, different tool geometry, and all those kind of things. So when we look at the tool geometry, first we look at the tool size. Then we have in tool size also comes in the geometry also. So in tool geometry, that's how it's the shape is there. How many 2 flute or 3 flute or 4 flute or single flute, or whether the flute is vertical or helix, and also the distance between the teeth and the gap, and the involute inside area, how much the chips it can take inside the cutting tool, and also the sharpness of the cutting edge, and the positioning and the angle of the cutting tool, and also the cutting length, and many parameters comes in the cutting tool geometry. So the shape and the size of the tool will be according to your applications requirement. Then also tool material, what material with which the tool has to be made, whether it is HSS or carbide or some alloys or ceramic, or you can define the material tools according to your requirement, or you can use a standard tools that is available in the market. So these are the things that we look at when we consider a cutting tool. Other than this, we have to see the machining parameters also, how much cutting depth you want to give, and how much the RPM, spindle RPM, and also the tool has to rotate in how many RPM it has to rotate, how much fast it has to move, like that feed rate, how many mm per minute it has to move, like that. Those parameters also, that is also machining parameters that we give. Then depend upon the CAM software that we are using, there is different tool operations also available, where you can do the material removal in different options are available, like that the tool has to move different directions and all those kind of things, and also it will move in a different profile, in different shapes, and it can remove it can work in a specific areas first and then can move to the other area, and all those controls are available inside the CAD/CAM software. So you can give that machining parameters in the CAD/CAM software. So that also directly affect the performance of the cutting tool. And also we may have to look at the different kinds of coolants or cutting fluid that we want to use with the different kinds of tools, whether we have to use the cutting tools or not to use the cutting tools, and also different kinds of cutting fluids we can use as a cutting tool, and whether we can spray, so we can blow the air, and all those kind of things also we can consider while working with the cutting tool. So it all affect the efficiency and the performance of the cutting tool. And other than this, there is various consideration also, the material we want to work with, like whether we want to work with wood or aluminium or copper or gold or polycarbonate or acrylic or SS. Depend upon the different material on which we have to work with. Also, we have to consider the tool geometry, tool size, and other machining parameters we have to suggest. So all together makes that the use of cutting tools very efficient. Just by selecting the right cutting tool is not enough. We should know how much what should be the machining parameters and what is the right tool geometry. When you select the right tool means the tool geometry you would have select the right only, but you have to see the machining parameters and the cutting fluid what we use we are going to use with the that cutting tool. So these are the general consideration. We will look at the cutting tools role in the in enhancing the productivity of CNC router machine. So we will look at it in point wise how what all ways it affects the efficiency of the and improve the productivity of a CNC router machine. You know that efficient material removal is very important. So what is more important to achieve that productivity is that first one is that in machining is to have efficient material removal. So sharp and well-designed cutting tools allows for faster material removal with less effort, reducing the time taking for machining. Tool designs for specific materials, whether it is wood or aluminum or plastics, which can cut through them with greater precision and speed. So efficient material removal should happen with the right kind of cutting. That means the right kind of cutting tools. The second point we have to see is that the surface finish quality. So the right cutting tools improves the surface finish, reducing the need for the post-processing like sanding and polishing. A smoother finish directly off the CNC machine can save time and resource. So if you are not getting the right finish, then we have to go for post-process like that. We have to go for polishing and all sanding and all those kind of things. So it will take a lot of time. Cutting tool should able to provide the surface finish quality, very good surface finish quality. That is the second point that we have to see that. Then third point is that tool durability and longevity, because tool cost is also one of the important things. So continuous failure of the cutting tools or breaking of cutting tools will hamper the efficiency of the machine and productivity, overall productivity of the machine. So high quality durable tools last longer, requiring less frequent tool changes. So it also the second degree of consequences, not only that tool we have to change, we have also will take time to refit the tools and changing the tools, and also this reduces the downtime. So and maintains machine uptime, boosting overall productivity. Having good quality means that it will fail less and it will reduce the downtime, and it will boost the productivity of the CNC router machine. Then the fourth point is that minimized wear and tear. So by using appropriate cutting tools for specific jobs, you can minimize wear and tear on both the tools and the machine. This helps maintains accuracy and reduces the need for repairs and contributing to longer productivity. Because sometimes if the tool is not good, it not only it affects the cutting tool, it also affects the machine, because heavy load will come on the machine and chattering and so many other problems will come. So we have to have not only to replace the cutting tools, we have to also do a lot of maintenance in the machine side also. So this way it takes a lot of time, and it will contribute to a less productivity condition. So minimized wear and tear also is the other point that we have to see using a cutting tool. And then optimized feed rates and cutting speed. We should be able to give the optimized feed rates and cutting speeds, so that with the cutting tools designs for a particular material, operators can optimize the feed rate and spindle speeds, allowing faster and more efficient machining without sacrificing the quality. I have told in the beginning that machining parameters is very important. If you know what material we want to cut, we should know which tool to be used and what the feed rate and spindle speed we have to give. So this also will improve the productivity. Then we have to see in the cutting tool that it should have the reduced tool change time. That is specialized tool that can perform multiple operations such as drilling and cutting in one go, reduces the need for frequent tool changes, save time during the machining process. Because if we see that one tool itself can be used for drilling and also for the cutting, we need to change the tool for both the operations. So this will save the time and also the productivity. productivity. So multiple tool operations, specialized tools also we can make and use. So that also improve the efficiency of the CNC routing machines. Then the improved accuracy and precision. So sharp and well-maintained cutting tools ensure better accuracy, reducing the likelihood of errors or rejected parts which can otherwise show down production. If we use a cutting tool and it's not giving the right accuracy and precision, then most of the parts which is produced will be rejected. So it's equivalent to slow product. So that will reduce the productivity, and also wastage and many other losses will occur because of that. So improved accuracy and precision is also important using the cutting tool. And heat resistance and wear resistance, that's another point that you can see in advanced cutting tools made from materials like carbide and diamond coating provide better heat resistance and wear resistance. This allows the machine to run at high speeds without compromising the tool's lifespan, further increasing the productivity. So the tools must have higher heat resistance and wear resistance capability. So this is also will improve the productivity by using this kind of cutting tools in the CNC router machine. By selecting the right cutting tools, optimizing the tool paths and machining tools properly, a CNC router machine can achieve high productivity, reduce downtime, and improve the quality of the output. So this is the way that we have to see how the cutting tools help to improve the productivity of a CNC router machine. So you would have understood these points, and you have to see these points are there while you are selecting the CNC cutting tools for the CNC router machine. So that way you can have better productivity using the CNC router machine. So thank you for watching this video. I hope that you have got some knowledge and you will apply in your work also. So thank you very much. Keep coming back and watch these videos related to CNC router machines, and it's really going to help you having a good business with CNC router. Thank you.